to when the ball peeked out and touched the ground there, and then he yanked it as he was rolling. And the ball did flutter. Didn't have a whole lot on it, and Jones made a tremendous play just to come back to get it.
Yep.
And we always keep in mind what was the call on the field.
Absolutely, and it was complete.
So now you're going to require clear evidence to rule the other way. 28 seconds on the clock. This play is under review. This is now a blown-up view of it.
I think that's incomplete. I don't think that left hand was under the ball when it hit the ground.
Rules analyst Gene Steratore watching along in New York. What do you think, Gene?
I think that if he doesn't have possession, which I don't believe he has before he makes contact, let's hear Carl Shepard.
Wow. And they just ruled it complete. Again, the idea that there wasn't enough evidence to overturn it. So the Lions have it with 28 seconds left. Trailing by 7. Driscoll trying to lead the rally. Driscoll shoveled it ahead. With pressure from Floyd, it's incomplete. He had McKissick in front of him. And 21 seconds left on the clock.
That's a heck of a play by Leonard Floyd here. I'm not sure McKissick, if he catches this ball, will make it all the way to the boundary because of the position of Roquan Smith. Both wide receivers, Galladay and Jones, the top of the screen. This has been effective throughout the day. This combination.
21 seconds left in a 7-point game. Driscoll through the air. Nice hands, but time is going to be an issue now.
And he just can't make that throw.
Galladay brings it in. 9 seconds left. Driscoll has to spike it. And with 7 seconds on the clock, the Lions with one last gasp.
You know, sometimes going through your progressions as a quarterback is the proper thing to do. But there's sometimes when you can't go through your progressions. You have to go through the end zone. You can't throw a short pass like that. This one, obviously, has to be in the end zone.
7 defensive backs for the Bears. 7 seconds left. It comes down to this. And the Bears take a timeout.
Now they wanted to see where Galladay was lined up. He was in the slot on the near side with Marvin Hall. And across the field was Marvin Jones. Both players are just outstanding at the contested ball. The 50-50 ball is more like 80-20 when you're thinking about Galladay and Marvin Jones.
Seven seconds on the clock. Bears 20, Lions 13.
Looks like the Bears are going to rush just 2 and drop 9.
Shotgun, Driscoll. Driscoll steps up. Driscoll will dart one. End zone. Incomplete. And a flag down.
Over the line of scrimmage. Would not have counted if it was complete.
And the Bears are going to hold on.
Pass. Offense. The passer was beyond the line of scrimmage when he threw the ball. That penalty is declined. That's the end of the game.
Chicago snaps the 4-game losing streak. A late rally by the Lions. Driscoll lost his sense of place. And it's over. 20-13. The Bears win it over Detroit. Chicago improves to 4-5. The Lions drop to 3, 5-1. We send it to New York.
Tennessee has just taken a lead over Kansas City. 23 seconds left in regulation. Let's join Jim Nance.
That's a good starting point for the Chiefs, but just 17 seconds to go and 2 timeouts for Mahomes.
Okay, with 2 timeouts, you got 17 seconds. You think you have 3 plays at most. There's not going to be more than 3 plays in this game unless something weird happens. 54 yards. He's got to get, realistically, the 40-yard line gives you a realistic shot to actually have a field goal attempt you could possibly make. I know it's longer, but Butker has the leg for that. They need 22 yards. This ball doesn't need to go 22 yards. You need to get the ball out of your hands, over the middle quickly, and then quick timeout right away.
Tennessee drops 2 safeties back to their own 30. And they're way back. Here's Mahomes. Rifles it. It's caught. And they actually haven't, from there even, a chance to kick one. 7 seconds. That went for 23 yards and a timeout.
Already in field goal range.
Yep.
That's, watch though. I want to see the time and see if they got this before. Let's make sure it's a catch. That's a catch.
Robinson with the catch.
And how much time is on the clock? Because I think they lost a couple seconds, and it's huge here. Because with 7, you really can't run. They're giving, and possibly 10 seconds it should be. Let's see what happens when they call it. You've got to still get more yards. You're not in a good position yet. There's 10 seconds.
They need to add time.
Okay.
And they have.
They have. There you go. Now you're finding more back up there. You have anything you want on offense.
There's Mahomes to Robinson. Stiff arm and out of bounds. I'd like to welcome another audience that's just joining us in what has been a thriller here in Nashville. Andy Reid's team seeing the return of Patrick Mahomes, throwing for 447 yards and 3 touchdowns, but Ryan Tannehill leading the Titans from 9 points down on the 4th to take the lead.
And here we are. They're in field goal range, but you've got to get closer. This is still not something you feel great with. Over 50 yards, throw a slant. Get up and press them if you're Tennessee. Press them if you're Tennessee. Don't let them throw it quickly. Make them throw go out and end the game.
Pass thrown into the ground. And now you have no option but to bring out Harrison Butker, who has been 4 for 4 today in field goal attempts. And he'll be trying one from roughly 52 yards.
Wow, this is an incredible last 2-3 minutes of this football game. And that was a brilliant play by Mahomes. You can't hold it. It's there. Great. Throw it. No. Into the dirt. And here it is.
Chance to go to overtime from 52 yards. He hit the game winner last week. Had a tying field goal from 54 with 2.5 to go last week. Then won it at the gun. For overtime. It's picked up by the Titans. This game is over. The Titans with a signature win.
They took their home yet? Because it's not snowing out there. You say what?
Oh, there go.
Duh.
I don't think you know. Chill.
He called me earlier. You were here? Yeah, why? Wondering.
That's Joshua Kalu who blocked it. Final score, Tennessee 35, Kansas City 32. Time for bonus coverage. Let's go to James Brown in New York.
He's supposed to come today.
28 seconds left in regulation, Cleveland up by 3. Andrew Dallin
Looking for Brown, and it's incomplete. Denzel Ward at the coverage. And it is 4th down.
To me, they need to get closer. This is a long field goal for a game winner. You're going to have a lot of people in the middle. And then Brown's defensive line trying to get their hands up on a lower trajectory kick.
James, this is a 52-yard field goal. 53 maybe. Really, you're not kicking here.
If you had made the decision that you were going to go for it on 4th down, I would have liked to see you run the football.
Wow, 4th and 4. Maybe they'll just call timeout, see if they won't choke. That's what they're doing. They had the one timeout to burn. I would have been shocked if McDermott passed on the field goal opportunity there. And now Hauschka will come out.
BDK-CHIRAQ-SHXT.
Now, Hauschka did miss earlier today from 34 yards away. And going back to last season, he has missed 4 in a row from over 50 yards. He's 0 for 2 this year from beyond 50, but one of those was a 62-yard attempt.
He's got a log of 46 so far. You just got to hit this one like you would a 45-yard field goal. It's not the distance. It's the pressure of the moment that the kicker has to deal with.
Browns do have a timeout. They could elect to use it to ice Hauschka.
Kitchens is right next to the referee on that sideline.
53-yard field goal. Hauschka's kick on the way. It is
No good.
no good.
No fucking good.
Oh shit, Cleveland gonna win?
What is that, milk?
Strawberry and chocolate.
Yeah, which one?
I don't know. I got them both. It's buy one, get one free.
I'm looking at the thing.
Hauschka 0 for 2 on field goals today.
I suggest you go for, well, strawberry has less sodium, but that doesn't mean nothing for you. Chocolate has less carbs and less sugar. But it's only by 3, so it really
Is that
doesn't.
a lot?
I mean, 51 grams, but it's not really bad. It's milk, so the benefits outweigh the bad.
Stops a 4-game losing streak. They get their first win of the season at home. And they salvage.
You kept looking at that. I need some. I need to assume it.
Cleveland, while the Bills fall to 6-3. First road loss of the year for the Bills. Tight game throughout. And in the end, Hauschka's miss sends Cleveland into the win column.
Much better. Now my belly's gonna be full.
And the reaction at the Cleveland side with the fans going nuts in the background. First win for the Browns since week 4 at Baltimore. And Sean McDermott with a frustrating finish here in Cleveland. Bills go to 6-3. They travel to Miami next week as we update the standings. And meanwhile, the Browns, quick turnaround. They'll take on Pittsburgh Thursday night here in Cleveland. Final score,
J-Day.
Buffalo 16. Coming up next, the State Farm postgame show. With James Lofton, Amanda Valionis, Gene Steratore.
Hey, you know it's snowing out there.
Huh?
You know it's snowing out there.
Back to New York for all the scores and highlights right after this. Browns win by 3.
She wanted to move someplace warm.
But he wanted snow for the holidays. So we built a snow globe.
Get that later.
But the one thing we could both agree on was getting Geico to help with our homeowners insurance.
What? It's what you meant saving was really easy.
I love you!
Sweetie, hands off the glass. Ah.
Call Geico and see how easy saving on homeowners and condo insurance can be.
I love her.
CBS Sports presents the Geico Play of the Day.
In Cincinnati on a weekend honoring our military, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson shows off his veteran moves. Here he magically spins past Jesse Bates III and Nick Vigil, then races past everyone else. It's Lamar's 5th rushing touchdown in the past 4 games, proving how well he can run, pass, and jump.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
When fingertips, knuckles, and cuticles get cracked, you need relief that gets right to the point. Gold Bond Cracked Skin Relief, designed to precisely fill cracks, instantly soothe. 94% saw noticeable improvement. Gold Bond Cracked Skin Relief.
If you want a tender, juicy steak on a plate, go to a steakhouse. If you want a tender, juicy petite filet steak on a sandwich, served in a cardboard box, you know what to do. Arby's, we have the meat.
Bob Hart's Abishola, Monday at 8:30, 7:30 Central.
Save big money on a new water softener and get 11% off everything. Now at Menards. Morton water softeners eliminate hard water, giving you softer skin and cleaner clothes. This 27,000 grain unit is just $328.41 after 11% off. Or get this 27,000 grain unit that includes a self-cleaning filter for only $461.91 after 11% off. Save big money in all of your updates and get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
The best relationships all have a few things in common. They're dependable. They want what's best for you. They come in all shapes and sizes. But most importantly, the best relationships are built to last. You and Blue.
This is the State Farm Post-Game Show.
And hello again, everyone, and welcome to the State Farm Post-Game Show. I'm James Brown, along with Coach Nate Boomer and Phil, as we get you set, take a look at the Titans coming back to the locker room.
What a great victory for Tennessee. And guys, the kicking game fell through for Kansas City in a couple ways. You know, obviously had the game tie attempt blocked there at the end, but when you take a look at what Ryan Tannehill did, he didn't do a lot, but what he did well, and especially running the football. But also Patrick Mahomes came back, and he was terrific. He was 36 for 50 for 448 yards and 3 TDs. Take a look at this play. He looks like Derek Jeter turning the double play right there. He throws it to Nicole Harden. Look how fast he is. He takes it all the way down for the touchdown. They take the lead 32-27. But how about Ryan Tannehill? When Mike Vrabel made the switch from Marcus Mariota to Ryan Tannehill, he did so because his team wasn't getting enough points. They weren't getting enough energy from the quarterback situation. And certainly Ryan Tannehill has done that. He is now 3-1 as a starting quarterback. There is the attempted game-tying field goal that is blocked by the Titans. Mike Vrabel has a lot to be excited about. Should be. This is a huge win for the Titans, and another just real tough loss for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tannehill had a 4-play, 61-yard drive to make that score, to get that score, and the 2-point conversion was good. Tannehill, as Boomer said, 13 of 19, 181 yards, 2 touches, game-winning numbers. Afterwards, it was Tracy Wolfson talking with Ryan Tannehill.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. Congratulations. What a game. You guys were down 9 in the fourth. Can you even describe what took place down the stretch there?
We just kept fighting. You know, I think that's one thing this team has done all year. So we just keep fighting. Got a bunch of guys who believe in each other and have a lot of confidence no matter what happens. We're just going to keep fighting and find a way to win games.
Come on,
Some big
man.
games we won here in the fourth quarter at home. And, you know, I'm really proud of the way the guys finished, you know. Get off the field with, you know, less than 2 minutes left and be able to get the ball back and go back and win it. It's huge for us.
That drive to put you guys up on top and then the 2-point conversion by you to run it in. Take us through that play calling and what was the thought there?
Yeah, our responsive plays, put pressure on them down the field. Had some guys make some big plays with Anthony Ferguson on the right side and then obviously Hump on the touchdown on the left side. Just great job working the top of the route and then bending it in there and finishing the run for a touchdown.
A signature win certainly for this team and for you here being the first year with the Titans. How can you use this to go on throughout the rest of the season as motivation and momentum?
Well, it's huge. I think the last 3 games here at home, we built up a lot of confidence in ourselves that we're going to find a way to win. It may not be pretty. It may not be up big in the fourth quarter, but even if we're down, we have a lot of confidence that we can find a way to win. And if you can find a way to win in the National Football League, you'll be in good shape.
Appreciate the time. Thanks.
Thank you.
Man, just
I'll tell you
quit,
what, guys,
bro.
the happiest team out there is not just the Tennessee Titans, but also has to be the Oakland Raiders, right? Because now the Chiefs are 6-4, the Raiders are 5-4, and this just makes things all the more tighter in the AFC. And you know, with Cleveland beating Buffalo today, the same thing. You know, so all these teams that have got out to those big leads early on in the season now are starting to come back to the pack.
Yeah, with this game being somewhat of a high-scoring affair, you know, in a 30-point range, you really can't quantify how important the running game was for the Tennessee Titans. And obviously, Derrick Henry having himself a game of $182 TDs, but also on the legs of Tannehill. You know, I was looking at some of these runs, and at the end of the game, I was thinking to myself, he must have had over 100 yards rushing, but he didn't. Just under 40 yards, but he made plays when it mattered. We're talking second down, third down. Tannehill dropped back and said, you know what? I'm going to keep this ball, and I'm going to dip my shoulder down, and I'm going to make a play for my team. Credit to him, because in the moments that matter, and it sounds crazy, he outplayed Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I mean, you look at this, I think, again, from Ryan Tannehill's standpoint, we talked about coming into this game, it was a defining moment for him. I mean, this game, you know, you talk about 2-1. Is this your team? Is this the future right now? But for Ryan Tannehill right now, what he did in this game, in this last drive, you know, again, it's defining. It's him keeping a good play alive. It's taking off, as you said, Nate. It's having those instincts and then putting your head down and doing it. Then it's making anticipated throws on the in cuts. He's giving these guys a chance to catch balls, and he knows when to run, when to stay in the pocket, hits a guy in stride. He has given them the stability at a position that they've not had in the past. You couple that with Derrick Henry, he had over 130 yards in the second half alone in this game. So again, you talk about a football team, and Phil, you talk about this. This is an opportunity for Ryan Tannehill. He doesn't have the Miami burden on. He's not the #1 pick.
Oh my God.
He came in off of that. You know what? This is a chance to audition for whoever. He's kind of free of the past, and he has taken the most of this second chance.
I thought when he was traded or however he got to Tennessee, I said sooner or later he's going to take that job. And the big reason, Boomer, you talked about his energy. It's just different than Marcus Mariota's. Nothing against Marcus Mariota, but it's his ability to drive the football down the field, to give him a chance to make big plays. Tennessee and Mike Vrabel, I wouldn't want to bet on them every week to have a living, I'll tell you that. That's one thing. But they want to win their way. And we talked about at halftime, they can't run the ball, Tennessee. Kansas City's once doing a great job, but they stayed with it, and they ran them over in the second half, and they won their way. And also, Kansas City, with all those great yardage, 5 field goal attempts. So they got to look at that as a big reason why they lost, too.
You know, again, it's one thing to say you're going to run the ball. It's another thing to be convicted to the run. And that's the one thing that Tennessee is. They're not going to get the tier, but all of a sudden you don't get the initial half success. Other teams will stray away. Okay, we're not going to run the ball today. We're going to run the ball. That's part of our identity. It's part of the fiber of who we are, and we'll just feed off of that. But again, you go back to the same thing. We talked about that Kansas City defense. All of a sudden, no Patrick Mahomes. He's back in there doing his magical thing, throwing the ball for 400 yards, and then you have to let down right there by the tap.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Derrick Henry, we remember him last year. He ended the season so strong, and we were waiting for him to kind of catch that type of form. And you see him right here, the jump cuts, and then getting upfield. For his size, he has the speed to break away from your fastest cornerback, even safeties. But we also love the physical running style where he's running through arm tackles and getting himself in the end zone. And then once we get to the red zone, once you start sniffing that end zone, you want a running back that can basically just dip his shoulder down and get you a touchdown. Derrick Henry, he really anchored this offense in the second half, and if they could lean on him, remember, last year at the end of the season, Derrick Henry was the best running back in football, so let's see if they can lean on him.
Here's the one thing I will say. Kansas City's going to score over 30 points every single game. They are. You're not going to stop them. The question is, will they stop themselves? They lost this game by the mistakes that they made. Now, of course, Tennessee came back and won on the final drive for themselves. But if you ask me, I still say that in order to beat Kansas City, you're going to have to score 35 or more points. And take a look at these mistakes that Kansas City made today. Right here, this one is a early snap. Colquitt's got it. He's got to throw it out. He's got to throw it out of bounds. I mean, so how do you explain this? You know, Coach, that's got to drive you crazy.
No, you can't explain that. That's why.
And here's the block field.
Sustained pressure and possession. Poor old Justin Morrow hasn't had the best of...
On out there and basically putting the game.
That's Joshua Kalu who did that.
Yeah.
So he made the block, and you know the other thing too is don't forget Damian Williams fumbled the ball. It was a scoop and score for Kansas City earlier in the game. Yeah, so those 3 major miscues ended up costing Kansas City the game. Patrick Mahomes looks great. He's fine.
He was phenomenal.
Yeah, he did. He looked even better in the second half than he did in the first half. I think he got over that. He's jumping and making run throws and just like he did before.
Like Joe Cat.
Yeah, I know.
Coach, let me ask you this, though, because we're used to Pat Mahomes lighting up the scoreboard, right? He threw 26 pass attempts in the first half. He throws 36 for 50 total in the game. Do we need to run the ball better? Are there times where, you know what, we just got to drop the ball off and give it to a running back and control the clock? Because that's exactly what Tennessee did in the second half.
Well, slow down the pace. You know, I don't mean to say it. I mean, you can run a hurry up and still be up at the line of scrimmage, but you need to utilize clock when you have a lead. And again, I think sometimes you get caught up with, well, all we got to do is score. Boom, you leave enough time, we can score again. So you keep thinking fast pace. You keep thinking like fast break. But sometimes it's...
Carolina.
This is not going to be a good piece of film tomorrow for Don Stanley's team. This is what you call a 92-foot drive.
Jim stays on it now.
Okay.
You gonna make that cake today? Yeah.
You alright?
I'm good.
Baby, whose car is that?
Company car.
Company car. Wow, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Treating you real good over there.
Yeah.
You paying for this house. They gave you a Mercedes. That's...
Yeah.
Wow. I wish they treated construction workers like that. No, baby, I need to talk to this Mr. Cartwright.
Why?
I just got some ideas, that's all.
He doesn't see construction workers. But I'll tell him for you.
Okay.
What is it?
No, I'm just wondering, I mean, you work pretty close with him, right?
Not that close. Why?
I was just wondering if I can get a meeting with him, that's all.
What are you talking about?
Come on. Hey, I always wanted to start my own construction company. I'm just thinking maybe, he has all those contacts. He might be willing to give me one of those smaller jobs that he passed on. Maybe even front me with some start money.
Don't be stupid. This man is not interested in helping you. He's a multi-millionaire with a lot of better things to do. He's not trying to give out any handouts.
Look, I'm not asking for any handouts.
Chris.
What? Will you just ask a man for me? That's all I'm asking for, baby.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me get that for you. You okay?
Yeah. Chris. I had a long day. I just made a mess.
Lock up the back. Woo! Can you stand it? Oh. I bought it because it's as old as I am. It was made in the same year I was born. Nah. I got it today. Why? Well, it goes with my outfit. No, listen, I got this idea. I want us to drive across country, like Oprah and Gail.
Oprah and Gail don't have a dime to run. I got business to do, honey.
Well, so do I.
No, you got too much time on your hand entirely. Obviously.
Alice,
What's that smell burning?
Alice Evans, you have spent your life inside the four walls of this diner, and every time I ask you to go on a trip, you give me some excuse. I'm having none of it. There's a whole world out there.
And then there's a whole bunch of fools running around in it that don't need me adding to the confusion.
Alice, you never even seen the monuments or the Grand Canyon or the ocean or... Come on, life is short, girl. Yours is passing you by.
What's gotten into you?
Nothing. Come on, let me take you for a spin.
I got to go to choir practice.
Well, that's perfect. Come on, hop in.
I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. I ain't hopping nowhere.
I've never seen you drive. Where's Morgan Freeman? I drove here, didn't I?
Help me, Lord. You got to take off the emergency brake, baby. That's the smell. You burning out the transmission.
Oh, no. There we go. Okay. Hallelujah. Hang on.
Sheila and I are co-hosting the
this year is going to be big. How big? Tashina, put that hat on. I got you.
Yeah, I think mine is a little too big.
You'll be all right, pal.
The Soul Train Award, live in Las Vegas next Sunday at 8.
Cheez-It Snapped. So thin, so crispy, but we fear too snackable, which could be catastrophic for our cheese supply. We are genuinely concerned we may run out of cheese. Cheez-It Snapped.
Humera patients, you inspire us. The way you triumph over adversity and live your lives. That's why we redesigned Humera. We wanted to make the experience better for you. Now there's less pain immediately following injection. We've reduced the size of the needle and removed the citrate buffers. And it has the same effectiveness you know and trust. Humera Citrate Free is here. A little change can make a big difference. Humera can lower your ability to fight infections. Serious and sometimes fatal infections, including tuberculosis and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humera if you have an infection. Ask your doctor about Humera Citrate Free. Here's to you. Jack Daniels Tennessee Apple. Take full, please. Wipers?
Why don't you get a new car?
I can't. My credit's bad.
Well, Credit Karma showed me how to improve my credit. It took 2 minutes.
Really? Blinker?
Download the free Credit Karma app. Never-ending festival is almost over. It all started. Starting at $10.99. Over 100 combinations of pastas, sauces, and toppings. Plus unlimited salad and breadsticks. Hurry in for never-ending festival at Olive Garden.
I'm Lydia, and there's more to me than HIV. There's my career, my cause, and creating my dream home. I'm a work in progress. So much still needs to be done. HIV medicine is one part of this. Prescription devices are doctors who are studying HIV. If more medicines if needed for medicines start integrity or the
Oh my God.
medicines are so your HIV can be controlled with fewer medicines while taking Dovato.
Are they the same color?
Take Dovato anytime of day.
They're the exact same book.
Don't take Dovato if you're allergic to any of the
Guess what, Dad? We went ice skating just now before we came.
Oh, you had fun?
Yeah.
That's what's up. I don't know, your group's showing.
Yeah, Marissa did.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's a snowman.
Big ass spike. I just thought of so many $100 for that Friday paper. Like,
Don't use Dovato if you plan to become pregnant or during the first 12 weeks of pregnancy, since one of its ingredients may harm your unborn baby. Your doctor should do a pregnancy test before starting Dovato. Use effective birth control while taking Dovato. The most common side effects are headache, diarrhea, nausea, trouble sleeping, and tiredness. Some styles into who I am and hope to be. Ask your doctor if starting HIV treatment with Dovato is right for you.
not two. You said one snack a day.
Love your material. So warm and cozy.
What material are you talking about? All outerwear jeans and sweaters are up to 50% off. That's up to 50% off at Old Navy.
At Metro, the festival bonus is on. Switch and get 2 unlimited lines with a full Amazon Prime membership.
Yeah, they might be doing good. I mean, we had donuts for breakfast. We had peanut butter sandwich, and then I got him a McChicken and a burger on the way to ice skating. I can hear him. I need to go grocery shopping, but too much damn work.
What's the strength of Charles right here? Boston secures the rebound, but Charles stays after and just rips it out of Boston's hands.
Bye, baby. shut up.
Yeah, Richard.
Tell your dad to shut up.
Uncle Brown?
What about?
I'm a sports agent. Well, can we talk?
What about? How'd you get my address?
Please.
You have to leave. Gee, explain to Matt, we're not doing that yet.
I sent your son's tape to 2
I'm not even
professional
going
teams,
inside because you don't need to
and
hear
they were very impressed. They've already got 2 teams that are interested in signing him right now.
Really?
Yes, and I can make a really good deal for your son.
So, what do you need? What do you think? Pick up your guys' mess with these boots. Put them back and pick up the mess.
We'll have you take
I don't care about your
courses,
banana. Get
even
the fuck
helping
up
you
and
to
do what I
degree.
said. Because you should have did that before you ate that fucking banana.
Hallelujah.
Now.
Let's do it.
Be quiet, Dad.
Okay.
I'm not going to keep repeating myself.
Let's do it.
And then after your banana, you guys go upstairs and I want all your school clothes that don't belong to them at this wash.
To be his manager.
Okay, I hope.
Person
Oh,
out there
you're
in
right.
the grounds.
Don't tell them nothing. Oh, you mean you had it? Oh, you had it, Trishon. Oh, you call attitude for nothing but being not smart. Nobody's fucking God. Nobody's fucking God. All you gotta do is put it by the TV. That's not by the TV. But I didn't have it. No, I didn't. Oh, okay. Are your boobs up? Yes. No, you're not. Oh, that box over there you tore? Ryan, put this by the TV. In the room.
Mommy, is that your laughing?
Get fucked up.
I said sorry.
As you're laughing.
I'm not laughing.
You weren't laughing. Well, send your mask. What is it that way from up upstairs? Nobody wants to see you. Little ugly. Ugly.
Make sure my mom and my sisters are taken care of.
Big booty Judy. Look at that belly. Match that
What are
booty.
you gonna do for your dad? Oh, isn't that your father? Well,
Nappy ass hair.
I've seen my father twice since I was 4.
Snot nose, nappy hair, little brat.
I've been breaking her back to make sure my sisters and I had food on the table. We lived in the projects while he went on and started his life with someone else, living a good life. But somehow, he seemed to make it to my big day. Why don't I let my dad answer that for you?
You told me whoever got it first.
What was he like as a kid?
Oh, you mad too? You nappy-headed dirty little boy, go wash your ass. I brushed my teeth today, did you? Where's your toothbrush? Where? Nuh-uh.
Go check.
There's 3 automatic
Go
ones.
check right now.
Oh, you must have just put it in
Go
there.
check.
Because of one there
Go
this
check.
morning.
Go check.
One there all
Go
week.
check.
You brushed your teeth
Go
1 time this week.
check.
Congratulations,
Go
bunch
check.
of gingivitis ass nappy-headed little boy.
Damn, she talking to you like a motherfucker. I'm talking to you, nigga.
Don't get me started on him. It's November. Nappy ass pubes on his face. Can't even fucking comb the shit. Like dreads and rocking an afro at the same time.
Hey, they ain't talking to you like a grandparent, nigga. Get him.
As long as Chrissy stays out of my way.
Baby daddy.
Holy mother-of-pin. Look what we did. We made it thin. How is this possible, you ask? It's not.
Go sit on his back.
Anyway, resistance. Not so.
Come on, give me a hug.
To the people, once again, thank you. The E! People's Choice Awards, tonight at 9.
The one
stylist deal. Nice to meet you. Perfect. What? Or you could get a real deal. McDonald's buy one get one for $1 deal this year. Buy one of your faves and choose another for just an extra $1.
Dear MS, when we first met, I thought you controlled every part of me. Overwhelmed me. Defined. But I found a way to give myself more space. I met Ocrevus, an infusion treatment that's 2 times a year. For adults with relapsing or primary progressive forms of multiple sclerosis, Ocrevus is proven effective in reducing relapses in RMS and slowing disability progression in RMS and PPMS.
Don't take Ocrevus if you've had a life-threatening allergic reaction to it, or if you have hepatitis B. Tell your doctor about vaccinations, or if you've had Hep B, as it could come back. Ocrevus can cause infusion reactions that may require hospitalization. It can increase your risk of infections. While no cases of PML were reported in clinical trials, it could happen. An increased risk of cancer, including breast cancer, may exist. Infusion reactions and infections are the most common side effects.
Sorry, MS. You don't get to control every part of me. Ask your doctor about 2 times a year Ocrevus.
We fed beef lovers a Whopper with no beef.
You can't imitate beef. It just tastes better.
Turns out these beef lovers love plants too.
That's an Impossible Whopper?
I'm a damn fool. Try the Impossible Whopper with a patty made from plants. 100% Whopper, 0% beef. Only at Burger King.
That's how much I eat today. I'm gonna be pooping.
What you eat?
I made homemade potato salad for them for lunch. How I make it, you know.
Mama, we're doing
So I had, what's surgery? I know. So I had potato salad. I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat until 12:30. But I had potato salad. Then I had 2 grilled cheese and ham sandwiches. And then I had 4 bottles of water I slammed because I was thirsty. And then I made homemade pumpkin bread with cream cheese in there. It was on there. So then right before I left, I cut that big old piece. And then I just slammed that whole thing of chocolate milk in one drink. Fill my belly.
It's full.
It's fat. That's not baby. That's food.
It is.
I'm going to need to take like 3 poops.
He in there eating. He eating now?
I don't know, but if he is, he just got a whole thing full. Because my belly is fat as fuck.
What you want?
She wants rice. She wants rice. She's asked for rice. Man, give her some motherfucking rice, bro. Ain't nobody ate none of that but you. And I hope that's not all the chicken, because I literally had 5 pieces yesterday.
This is it.
You better hurry up before his fat ass eats it up. Lily, stop shoving it in your mouth, B. All you had to do was give her a bite. She don't want the chicken.
Couldn't have had a whole thing.
No, you gonna eat that chicken. No, you heated that shit up, B. Eat that shit, man. She only wanted a bite of fucking rice. Here, give me it. Right here.
Oh, here, baby, wow.
Come get it.
Unwrap more fun this holiday with matching family PJs.
Oh, she don't want it? Okay.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate that move. Come on, you want to bite this one, Daddy? You want to bite this one? I know.
How do you know all this?
So come get a bite.
I don't want that big bite.
Come on, man.
Want a piece of chicken?
You sound spicy.
It is. But it's not as hot
Want
as
some more rice? That ain't want the chicken.
You heated up my shit. You gonna eat my shit, bro.
Daddy!
Who's that fat ass alone?
Give me some. I don't want a full piece.
I'm not
Is it
found.
spicy?
Not that bad at all.
Take it easy.
You eat Domino's chicken, and Domino's chicken is hotter than this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Hi, pass me a strawberry milk? I want to drink it all.
It don't matter if you can have it.
Okay.
Hey, you want a piece of this chicken? Isha!
Big baby. Nobody talking to you, fag.
That's a good dude, mama. And you need to fix it.
Feeling is mutual.
Raisha! I think that little motherfucker sleep already. What? Do you want a piece of this chicken? No, I don't like chicken. Oh, you don't like chicken?
I don't like chicken.
Are you sure? It's hot chicken that we got. Come eat a piece. It's good. You'll love it.
I don't eat chicken. My name is Braisha.
It's not, Mom, I promise you. That's just the name of it. It's a little hot, but not like that. I said another piece. I'm telling you, I don't even think I can cook for y'all. B, feel, you see this? Feel it. Feel the top. No, feel the belly, not up here. Feel. Do you feel how... You can't put nothing in there.
Stop eating.
I was hungry. I think the problem was because I didn't eat until like almost 1 o'clock at work. So by that time I was starving. What? You can have some of that strawberry milk. So I don't know why you did that dumbass shit. What do you want?
Hey, take my shake out the refrigerator.
You can have some of that. Take another sip because you just drank half of it and it's almost hot. I see where Dad gave it to you at. The fuck you mean? Take a fucking drink. Yeah, it's almost already gone. Take a drink and fucking give it to her. Girl. Now give it to her. The rest is hers. You said take your what out?
My thing in the freezer.
Your shake? Hi, Did you get your shake?
Thank you. I was totally spaced it.
Yeah, where's my straightener, Anaya? Who else uses it? I haven't even shaved my hair.
See you guys.
Bye. Oh my God. I ate so much before here. I was 50 months pregnant.
Came down here without a bowl. Knocked out cold.
We got up, we tried to wake y'all up at 9. When we went to the grocery store. I was up and ready, you wouldn't get back up.
When I tried to come down here and mess with y'all, have fun.
Why didn't you mess with me?
Because I was asleep.
Oh, that didn't mean nothing. You knew I was going to take a nap.
Hey.
I only needed a half hour.
What was that?
Yeah, because nobody woke me up until he did.
Your husband was asleep too?
Oh, you went to bed too, fat ass?
Oh, yesterday, hell yeah. I woke up and...
Well, B, I told that bitch it's time. It's 9 o'clock. You still were getting groceries.
I know. I came back. I came in like, we are the champions.
That's mine, bro. Put
it was sitting out on the microwave.
That's what it needs to be. It needed to be where it was at, but that's okay. Leave it there.
Stop!
You got like $5?
For what?
For my gas tank?
No. I'm gonna need my $5 back though. Actually, how much is the?
I'll owe you 10.
No, I need to get Tide Pods
for laundry tonight. What? Those aren't Kutcher for like $3, aren't they? So you could put an 8 in.
Okay. I got a 5.
Oh yeah, then we can just do an even exchange. I just need to be able to buy those things for laundry tonight.
Alright.
Drive safe.
Yeah.
Are they meeting you in Rochester?
No.
Dumbass. Raisha, come pick these muffins and shit up off my floor. She drank it already and it's in the garbage while you're talking shit. Smart ass. No. I know, dumbass. Well, you can't. You're either smart or dumb. Smart or dumb. Smart or dumb. Belly hurts so bad.